Welcome to Caribbean Fashion Weekly.
In this week's show, we're looking at dance, Africa, and dancehall as influences on designers at Caribbean Fashion Week. This year's event was a nice eclectic mix of new designers, first-timers, people from Africa, people from London, and we want to highlight one lady who started last year at CFW with handbags only, and this year she came back with her Jafrican collection.
And she's from Washington.
Yes.
By Jamaica. And we're talking about none other than Donette Cooper,
Right.
with her Jafrican collection.
Yes.
Donette is a lawyer who left Jamaica when she was a teenager, went to school in America, and became an attorney and worked for the city as a deputy attorney general or something like that, the Washington D.C. for the state. But her true love was based in the creative arts, and so she's become an artist, and she's done some incredible work. She's the Smithsonian shows her work. She does traveling shows with the United Nations and so on, and here it is now that she is showing for the second time at Caribbean Fashion Week. Yeah.
And we want to mention too that she did an exquisite quilt to honor Barack Obama when he became the first African-American president of the United States. So that's
and that hangs in the Smithsonian.
right.
Yeah.
The design is Jafrica. This is all about Jafrica, you know? A little African and a little bit Jamaican.
Relating to our roots and making it one again.
I did a little walk in Donette's collection.
Romee is about to go on stage for the first time in a while in Jafrican. How are you feeling, Romee?
A bit nervous, I have to admit, Lincoln. I haven't done this in a while, actually.
So it feels like the first time?
Not really the first time, but it's good to. I think it's good to be a little bit nervous, right? Because that means you want to do well, right?
It means that you care.
Yeah, and it's important because I can't afford to let these upstarts come get me started, you know?
So she's gonna show them how to do it, right?
I hope.
Well, I know they're ready. You're closing out the show, so let me not keep you. You look great. No problem.
Well, it was great to have you back at CFW. You know, we haven't had you walking for a long time. You've been working behind the scenes and running the backstage production. But seeing you on the runway, very refreshing, very elegant, very just generally fabulous.
you know, I was back on the runway, and I remember in an earlier episode telling you that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to, you know, make that sort of little mountain climb or hill.
So yes, you'll be on the runway this year for the first time in years.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to manage that over the hill. And, you know, I must admit I was a little nervous actually.
Hardly a mountain, but I mean, you did such a superb job. It was great to have you back. You know, your level is at the very top as far as runway goes, and of course, you know, the kind of skills you impart to the youngsters was obvious.
Right.
When you did your runway cameos, right? So it was fabulous, and I hope you do it. You don't wait another 10 years to do it again. You know.
Merci beaucoup, Mr. Cooper.
I am Alicia Burke, and thanks to Pulse, I am living my dream. You can too.
The Pulse and Vogue cover girl has set major records. Now it's your turn to become Pulse's next superstar. Join the most powerful force in Caribbean modeling. Enter the Caribbean Model Search today. Call or visit Pulse 960-0049.
It will change your life.
This man has dance in his blood, right? Creative director, artistic director of the National Dance Theatre Company. Been with Pulse for years, and he took a break last year, but he was back in true black and white form with a little bit of red for Caribbean fashion.
I call him the creative maestro because he's been that at all levels, whether he's choreographer, fashion designer, general organizer, producer. Barry Moncrief is so special, and he was there at the very start for Pulse. So, you know, it's a great honor to have him back in 2017, and I enjoyed his collection.
Yep.
Immensely.
Yeah, black and white as usual, classic. Sanya did some looks for him as well. So did I. I'm not sure if Nadine or Carla walked for him, but it was just, he enjoyed the atmosphere of Villa Renai at CFW this year. He just thought it was fabulous with the trees and the trusses and the open air. Great. You know,
I haven't seen Barry in a long time, and we had, a really fabulous greeting backstage when I saw him for the first time, maybe in 2 years. I just haven't seen him in person. I haven't been to an ETC in a while, so, I haven't seen him at the dance, but it was great to have him at CFW.
On the couch with me is Mr. Barry Moncrief, designer extraordinaire. Welcome to Caribbean Fashion Week.
Thank you, thank you.
And what brings you back with us? I know every year, everyone looks forward to seeing Barry Moncrief.
Well, I had a break for about 2-3 years. I had some things dealing with, so I decided I wanted to come back this year to, to get my juices flowing again.
Well, Barry Moncrief, as some of you may know, is one of the original designers who kicked off Caribbean Fashion Week back 17 years ago, right? And so you're actually one of the few people, who can say that you've seen how it's evolved and how it's changed over the years. So it's really wonderful to have someone like you back with us. Now, a lot of people don't know is that you're also very involved in the dance theater movement. Tell us about NDTC.
Well, I started NDTC in 1962 as a dancer, and then I became associate director to the late Professor Nettleford, and when he passed, I became the director. So I no longer perform, but I run the company. It's 55 years now.
Wow.
It's a long time.
So you're one.
That's a long time. But I've been with Pulse from the start, from the first set of shows. And it is so good to be back, and see a lot of old faces, including yours.
How would you like to be known as a designer? Like, I need an outfit. I need something to wear to a certain place. Who is the client that say, oh, well, Barry Moncrief?
Well, I design everything, from very casual to very, very formal. I like doing tailored stuff, and I like doing formal stuff. And I do both men and women. So it's very challenging, and I enjoy it.
Stick around. More CFW right after this.
I am Alicia Burke, and thanks to Pulse, I am living my dream. You can too.
The Pulse and Vogue cover girl has set major records. Now it's your turn to become Pulse's next superstar. Join the most powerful force in Caribbean modeling. Enter the Caribbean Model Search today. Call or visit Pulse 960-0049.
It will change your life.
You can tell I'm wearing a special denim jacket, right? And we must know that we're going to feature the one and only Biggie in this episode.
Talk about a man who has had a calling, and his calling is fashion. His calling is his own inimitable rendition of dancehall styling, urban chic. Very much Jamaican, very much Biggie.
And, it's not just about cool denims, with intricate stitches and appliques on whites and things like that, hot pants like the one Sanya Hughes wore. But he did some shoes that were wicked.
Absolutely, he does the entire look, total look. He does the accessories, and he understands the importance of the accessories in making the office work. And we saw that before in earlier renditions of collections and editions of Biggie, such as the one that stopped the show a few years back in the National Indoor Sports Center. And you should show a few clips from that, because that was just so amazing. And the models enjoy Biggie. Everybody enjoys Biggie because it's so much fun.
Yeah, there's great energy when Biggie's collection is announced for the CFW runway. Lots of bodycon things too, bodysuits with little peekaboos, giving people a sneak. Sexy but not too overdone, just right to hit that dancehall concert or
and talk about originality, because there's so many of our designers, with due respect to them, do clothes that you could see anywhere in the world. When you see Biggie's collection, that's Biggie's collection. You're not going to see it anywhere else. And that's critical.
Special. I'm so special, so special, so special. Let's take a
You're
look at
getting
the
carried away
fabulous
now.
Biggie collection on Caribbean Fashion Week.
Yellow moon, yeah, yeah. Bounce to me now. It's your standard on the ground for me now. Bounce to me now. Yeah, yeah. Be just mama spoil you. Get anything you like. Long as you alright, then me alright. Me know you man, that's why I'm like you. To a woman that I like. You see bump up the proper sign, so back it up me there behind you. Just slap it mechanized. Snap a random picture, she pretty on any side. Mama spoil you.
DJ Sanchez, what you know?
Blush bright, so me never choice. Well. Me dash my money pan girl every time. Then kiss and teeth and pick up every time. But me no know. Me say something in a yo. I'ma feel me fi follow my mind. God know a good woman so hard to find. They say they love you, then turn on and give your dagger shine. But baby, that turn on yo. Cause any man you give it to a fiana yo. Spoil yo, but we are nothing's friend. From me see the first time, want to dress instant, you know. Your tight dress up me in a suspense. Me that mash up if you tell me say we fi be just friends, God no. Really want to be the one to make you happy, give you your regular. Travel the world, who fi stop with no one. Mother rate me brother, sister, everybody. But the father don't like me cause him here she call me daddy, oh well. Spoil yo, get you anything you like. Alright, long as you alright, then me alright. Me know you man, that's why I'm like you. To a woman that like, that's right. Just say bump up the proper sign, so I keep up me there behind you. Just for what you have a mind. Alright, snap a random picture, she pretty on any side. Mama spoil yo, real man in all your life. Aye, flush your back, so me never choice. Well. Glow my baby. New man in all your life, I need to show my baby. Only my plans, me I feel my baby. Until me get my first man, I you're my baby. Your dreams, so you see me, girl. Love real and I feel we well. Take my money. Be a squeeze, girl. Fly like Twilly bird. The love they come down. Take my money.
DJ Sanchez, play.
Like you can. Ever see me again? Hold me like you can. Ever see me again? Ever see me again? Ever see me again? Hold me like you can. Ever see me again? XOXO, my love is very special. If you want it, you can have it. But don't take me for granted. So much things I did not say. I'm from Portmore.
You've been missing for a few years from Caribbean Fashion Week.
I think it's probably 3 years ago since.
And how do you feel Caribbean Fashion Week has evolved?
It has been going. And the designers are doing their thing. It's always a show that helps to motivate people, motivate the designers to do collections. Collections really define a designer.
Right. How exactly did you start in the business?
Well, my mom was a dressmaker, and from there we learned to use the machine.
Okay.
But my passion for styling is what really pulls me into fashion designing. I like to see females looking real snazzy, and that is where fashion plays an integral part in my career or life, so to speak.
So how did you get involved in the dancehall industry and working with the dancehall artists? And
Dancehall is our culture, and dancehall was the space to express creativity at the time, and I make good use of it by capturing all the artists, dressing them. So my job was to create the image that would sell to the Jamaican public.
how did the inspiration for this collection come about?
Well, the inspiration is from the average girl in the street that looks very sexy, and when you're doing clothes, you have to take in mind the people who are wearing these clothes, the image that will represent it. So you'd have to design to please people then. So you'd have to go into their mindset and what they would like, and that is where the inspiration had come from.
So the collection is very refined, it's very dressy, it's very formal.
It's a little of everything.
It was fun hanging out, dancing, African beating, and denim, Biggie highlighting. It was fabulous, the show.
Yeah, it always is fun, but a little bit more this time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe because of my singing, I think.
You think so?
Anyway, guys,
If I were you, I'd just leave that out of it.
stay tuned for loads more Caribbean Fashion Weekly. Make sure to join us next week. And I thought these were the June bugs. That was to herald Caribbean Fashion Week. But seems like they're singing us off.
No, these are actually woodpeckers.
They're
you're hearing.
woodpeckers?
Yeah. But at dinner now, you hear all the birds because we have them all here.
That's the beauty about this place. You know, you can host Caribbean Fashion Week. You could be on set for the TV show. See you guys next week. A tout à l'heure. A bientôt.